What's going on, broskies? My name's SHIVOKI. Welcome back once again to some more SMITE. Now, I apologize about not having this video anytime sooner. I should have been out last night, but decided to go out with my friends and have a really good time and basically let all the other YouTubers do their thing and post their guides and their gameplays and their builds and things like that. And then I'm gonna bring my status, bring my thing onto the game after, and show you guys my personal build and my personal viewpoint on him and have, if he's overpowered, if he's underpowered, whatever. I come a little bit later because I know everyone's already, fighting over the top video, so I don't like fighting for things. I just like relax, chill out. Anyway, guys, the Camazotz, I've been talking about him for about 3 or 4 months. I was probably one of the first YouTubers to ever post a video about him coming out. I read up on him. I really wanted a new Mayan God, and I was like, what Mayan God would be awesome seeing a SMITE, and I want a new assassin. And there's honestly not too many really awesome Mayan Gods that aren't really kind of like Upwash and Camazotz, more death-based. And he's super deadly and super scary looking, and Camazotz is one of the brand new assassins coming to the game. He's very fun to play. I don't think he's overpowered. I think he's very balanced. I think there's a few tweaks he can do on his sustain. Other than that, I think he's really fun to play. I don't think he's underpowered. I don't think he's weak. I think played correctly and with the right build, he can be pretty damn devastating. Played correctly and using his passive right, you can be a really strong character altogether. Now, I have a personal build I've been using here every once in a while, and I actually really like it. It starts out Warrior Tabite, Void Shield. I go Yoan's Wrath for a little bit of course, penetration and cooldown. I have Shield of Regrowth, which is amazing on him due to the fact that he heals so much. It's just the best for jungling. I love him as a jungler. He's one of my favorite junglers right now. Very fun to play. Hydra's Lament is actually an item I haven't seen many people play with at all, and I personally love it. It's amazing on him. You get the cooldown, you get the power, and overall the passive is when you actually use an ability. For 8 seconds after that, your next basic attack does 30% more damage. Now, this item also grants 2.5 MP5, which also helps a lot out with him because he has mana issues kind of, but if you use his passive, which are the pulls on the ground when you kill somebody or when someone dies, you're pretty okay. So he's really good sustain if you play him correctly, and of course Titan's Bane at the very end. Now right here, guys, let's go over his abilities. I'm gonna show you his passive first. Camazotz has a passive called Vampirism Bonus. Now that's something I will go over after this part here, but anyway. Also, anytime a god dies, now it's an ally god, that's an enemy god, it doesn't matter. If a god dies, they leave behind a pool of their essence in the spot they were slain. Now Camazotz may stand inside these pools and drink the essence, replenishing its health and mana, which is going to be 2% mana and 2% health per drink, which is a max of 10 drinks, so 20% health and 20% mana per pool. Yeah, it's crazy. I love it. Some people think it's overpowered, some people think it's underpowered, some people think it's stupid. I think it's fucking awesome, and a really cool, different kind of take on a passive when it comes to SMITE. Now, if Camazotz is out of combat, he drinks faster, so it's kind of cool, but it also keeps in mind that you can basically still be in combat, you can drink, you can replenish your health and mana, and if you can kind of play around these pulls, you'll be pretty surprised how strong and devastating Camazotz can really be. Now, of course, when you have this buff, which is placed onto a minion camp, which is called Vampirism Bonus, you actually get 5% physical life steal and increased healing per stack, a max of 3 stacks. So really quick here, guys, I'm going to show you how this passive works. It's with his number 2, and his number 2 is called Vampire Bats. Camazotz commands a swarm of bats to fly out and attack a single target, damaging and slowing them by 30%. Which is pretty awesome. It's pretty 30% slow, and then carrying back a heal. So the heal's pretty strong, guys. I love it. The heal is 20 plus 210, basically off your build. You know, how hard you hit and your power and all that stuff like that. Now, if the target was a jungle buff monster, they will be marked, and Camazotz will receive a heal as well as a stackable vampirism buff that lasts 210 seconds, guys. The marked monster will not provide Camazotz with another stack of vampirism, which is very fair. It'd be bullshit. So basically right here is, I'll pop the bats on him, I'll kill these guys real quick here, land down, boom, kill him, and now I have this buff right here. And you read right here, it says, increase physical life steal and healing received. Now, we're going to sprint really quick to the next one. You can fly if you wanted to, but I'm not going to fly, because fly's not that fast. But it's a really strong buff, guys. So basically, if you're a good jungler, you're going around doing a lot of damage and constantly killing camps and doing your thing and making sure you're applying your number 2 onto these guys, you're to keep these stacks now. Now I have 10%. And once I get one more stack, I'm going to have 15% increased healing and 15% increase healing, and of course, what's the other part? I'm retarded. Increase healing and increase life steal. Very strong buff to have, guys. It's so strong. It basically really makes sure that Camazotz to constantly, it just forces you to be a good jungler. You're a good jungler and you keep this buff up at all times, you're gonna be set, dude, set. XP camps, whatever you can get it, and you'll be absolutely set. Now, his number 1, guys, is a really cool move. It's a projectile. It affects enemies and himself, and it's, of course, physical damage with a range of 70, so a pretty nice range. Now, Camazotz screeches loudly and launches a sound wave that pierces through minions and deals damage. Now, it's great for piercing through minions and hitting the enemy god at the end, so it's great lane clear. Really good lane clear. Camazotz screeches loudly and launches a sound wave that pierces through minions and deals damage. If the screech hits an enemy god, the sound wave will echo. if Camazotz is hit by an echo, he gains vision of that god who was hit by the screech for the next 15 seconds, and he gains a bonus physical power. The bonus physical power, guys, is pretty strong, honestly. At a max level, it's 40 physical power for that, for that screech. And I don't think it stacks. Pretty sure it doesn't stack. And the damage, guys, is 270 plus whatever power you have, of course. Really, really awesome. Now, right here, guys, it always hits you. So boom, you got it. It goes in multiple directions too. But now I have that buff, so now I'm hitting harder. And see how he's kind of like pulsating? That lasts for 15 seconds on the enemy god, and I can basically find out where he's going. I can pop it on him and get extra damage there. It actually hits really hard. Now with Hydra's Lament, guys, I did show you. Throw this down, okay, boom, it hurts him, but right after it, boom, there's a 451, and I'm constantly hitting hard. That Hydra's Lament is so good on him, because look like you go, boom, hard hit, slam down, hard hit. It's a really, really good thing to have, the Hydra's Lament, guys. It's so strong, and I absolutely love it. Now, the last part, guys, is go over his number 3, and then his ultimate. It's a leap ability. It's called Devour. Camazotz leaps forward a short distance, dealing damage on impact and healing himself per enemy hit. Now, it's not per enemy god, it's not per minion, it's per enemy hit. So if he lands down on the 2 gods and 5 minions, boom, he gets heal per hit. Now, it might not be a huge heal per hit, but the more the merrier, guys. It's 55 of max of healing, plus whatever power you have, of course. And the damage, guys, starts at 80 and maxes at 320. It's a very, very awesome ability. The ultimate is called Bat Out of Hell. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it is cool for getting away, doing a lot of damage in team fights. It's not some kind of Wombo Combo ultimate, but it is pretty cool. Camazotz flies into the air for the next 3 seconds. While flying, he may swoop forward to deal damage. He may do this up to 3 times, landing on the third time. Hitting more than 1 enemy god in a single swoop will deal increased damage per god. So of course, you constantly hitting more gods. It's just way better for team fight situation. Now, the damage per hit, guys, is 140 starts at, and max at 300 plus 100% of your physical power, guys. The bonus damage is 10% more per god. So it's very important to keep hitting multiple gods when it comes to this, but overall, it's a pretty cool ultimate. It's not my favorite in the game, but it's a pretty cool ultimate. So let's go ahead and kick some raw ass and show you guys the whole thing. Now, I still have my buff for 48 more seconds. I've been smacking my gums for how long, and I still have the amazing buff for the increased lifesteal. So here's this, pop the damn damage there, got the extra heal here, great ability onto him, and overall strong damage. Now let's go ahead and show the leap here. Now the pull here, you guys see the pull? I'll go ahead and take some damage from Raw a little bit. You guys will see. When I stand on the pull, even in combat, I'm healing and getting mana. Very, very strong. Here's the ultimate right here. Swoop down, swoop down, swoop down. I love it. Here's the land down. A lot of damage coming from the jump, and overall just a really cool thing. Now I have 2 pulls. Now say if he didn't keep respawning back, I just keep having these pulls. These pulls don't go away for a very long time. They're very strong. I personally love them. Now, Camazotz might not seem like he does a lot of damage, but honestly, he really is more built towards a sustained build. That's why I have the shield regrowth. That's why I have the void shield. I have tried other builds. I have tried full crit builds or full power build or attack speed builds, and it's just not really the same. Now, I'm excited to see how people build. I'm excited to see where Camazotz is brought to the game and what people can bring to him, and maybe some really cool builds will come out. And personally, guys, in the comments down below, I want to hear your typical build for Camazotz. If you haven't played him yet, why the hell not? It's in PTS right now. If you have no idea how to get in PTS, guys, Google SMITE PTS download. You'll figure it out there. It's not too hard. Camazotz is a brand new addition to the Mayan God list, guys. Very, very fun. He'll be coming live pretty soon here. I think Tuesday. And right now, for me, it's Friday. So, guys, thank you for watching my broskies. I had a fantastic one. Any questions, comments, concerns about Camazotz at all, please let me know in the comments down below. You know I will answer you. Like it, show support. Subscribe if you have not done so already. We're almost at 16K subs. You bros are the shit. And as always, my friends, deuces, motherfuckers. Deuces.